This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine. Your stem cells, your health, your life.
Good morning, my name is Dr. Ignacio Ciampitti. I'm a cropping system specialist at K-State. Today we are in one of our soybean schools. We have 4 schools around the state, and this is one of the schools that is covering the central east section of the state. We have very different topics, but today I want to focus on key tips on planting practices for the next coming growing season. When you're looking about what are the best conditions and on planting practices for the next season, a couple of things that we need to take into account. Getting the seed into a right soil moisture and temperature. Those are really extremely important. Second one is just to make sure that we check planting depth. I mean, planting too deep or planting too shallow might be just also penalizing, and we will not get those plants coming at the same time. Third point is checking on the seeding rates. I mean, take a look to see what seeding rates we used from previous year, what are the recommendations based on the yield goals and based on the information of our local extension office. And another of key points that we are looking is about making sure that we have very good uniformity and preparation of the soil. Last year, based on the weather, we didn't have good soil conditions at planting, so we were paying really costly those situations. And the way that we pay was plants that they were not standing in the field, lack of uniformity, plants that they were coming late, and we have crusting. So really be careful about this. And if you need to wait even for a week just to make a planting into much better situations, is probably one of the sound advice. And make sure that we get those seeds into a right soil conditions. When you're looking about other factors that you should be considering, for soybean, inoculation is a key factor. Sometimes we are not seeing responses to inoculation, but when we are looking about the cost of the inoculants and the situation that we are facing if we are not really getting a good inoculation practice, we know that this is kind of a paying for kind of an insurance on our crops. So proper inoculation is key for soybean. And then some questions about row spacing we have in the past, people using 10 inches, 15 or 30 inches. I will say we always like to try different things. We have a big project that we conducted last year with different farmers, and we tried 15 versus 30 inch. We are seeing very good responses, on 3, 4, 5 bushel response, on 15 inches on narrow rows, only in situations that we have good weather conditions. One of the things that narrow rows really helped us last year was on weed control. So if you are thinking about how to cover your canopy and how to control weeds, going into narrow rows in some situations can produce a very good benefit from minimizing input costs. So for next growing season, in summary, think about going back to basics, taking care of basic steps and tips as soil temperature, right moisture, seed selection, narrow rows, inoculation, and then think about not only just getting to these maximum yields for your area, but also think about how much and how it will cost you to get to those yields. Think about efficiency, and then think about using all the inputs that are the basic inputs that we need for soybean production. In that way, I think that we will be able to still row in these situations, that they are not really good economic situations, but still we will get benefits, on maximizing profits, but minimizing the input cost.
Heinen Brothers, a 4th-generation Northeast Kansas farm family, knows how tough farming can be. Farmers helping farmers. Heinen Brothers Ag, selling and servicing crop protection products, fertilizer, anhydrous ammonia, cover crops, quality aerial and ground application. Call today to learn about our extended term financing program, 800-760-4964. HeinenBrothersAg.com.